Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece manga chapter 797. So, hands up if you thought Rebecca was going to end up joining the Straw Hat Pirates. Now, I'm not going to lie, the thought did cross my mind, but I wasn't fully convinced because I never heard Luffy say his famous join my Nakama. So, until I heard that, I was just going through the chapters in the hopes that Rebecca wasn't joining the crew because I don't really like her as a character. I didn't want her to join the crew, so as I was reading the chapter, I was just like, please, please, please. Luckily, she's not joining the crew. All it was is Luffy felt the need to go and see Rebecca one last time to see if she was okay with everything going on with her father. And obviously Rebecca said no, so Luffy took it upon himself to break Rebecca out and reunite her with her father. He didn't take her the whole way there. He took her about, it was halfway there, and she had to make the rest of the journey of herself. So we now know that Rebecca and Kiros, they're going to go off somewhere, I don't know where, but they're going off and they're going to finally live together as a family and leave King Riku to take the throne, and Viola will be the one to take the throne after King Riku. So the rest of the chapter, we now know that the Straw Hats and the few others that are with them, they have got to the harbour. At the harbour, they're waiting to leave, and they're just waiting for Luffy to come back. And we also find out that Law has gone off. Now, for me, I think this goes back into the last chapter in my last review where I said I think that Law and Sengoku have had some sort of connection in the past. So I think that Law has gone off to see Sengoku. Don't know why. I don't know why, but this is what I think is going on. I'm not sure if Law and Sengoku have connected in the past, or this is the opportunity that Law is waiting for because he really needs to speak to Sengoku. But we do find out that Law has gone off. And that's all that happens in the chapter, really. I did find it really funny with the bit of the chapter where I think it's Maynard, the Vice Admiral. He's just basically trying to find out what's going on. He's heard that that everyone's heading to the East Harbour, I think it was. So he contacts the Marines he has in the East Harbour, and Abdul and Jet, they answer the Mushi, and they're like, yo, yeah, everything's cool, no worries. And then Maynard is like, what do you mean everything's cool? I heard the Straw Hats are coming down there. And he's like, and they're like, we've got everything under control, innit? There's no need to send no backup. And then Maynard clocked, and he's like, what's your marine number? But anyway, you know what bit I'm talking about. I just found that bit so funny. That was by far the best bit of the chapter for me. But yeah, that's it, guys. So it looks like... Oh, and how does the chapter end off? The chapter ends off when we see Fujitora. He's where the Straw Hats are. So, ooh... What's going to happen there is Fujitora going to fight? He should fight because he should be true. He's so far he's been a man of his word. He didn't try to capture the Straw Hats because of the little game he's playing. But now that he's finally lost this game, he should be a man of his word and adamantly be trying to capture the Straw Hats. So in the next chapter, if we don't flip off into something else, we should be seeing the Straw Hats plus Bartolomeo and whoever else is there trying to fight with Fujitora. But I do think Luffy is kind of close because, I don't know, just for me, the way the chapter hinted it with the two split panels and you see Luffy on one side and Fujitora on the other side, it did make me think that Luffy is close. So maybe they don't have to hold him off too long. And so yeah, but Law, where's Law gone? But yeah, we'll see what happens next chapter, guys. So like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day. Sorry, guys, forgot the rating. So yeah, One Piece manga chapter 797 will be getting a 3-star rating. And yeah, that's it, guys. So like I said just a second ago, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece manga chapter 798. And now this chapter was fairly simple. It starts off and we basically find out what's been going on, why the Marines have been falling. We basically find out how it's the Tontata. The Tontata are doing everything. They're stealing the weapons, the gunpowder, and on the other side we find out why the Marines are collapsing is because of the effects. The effects of Manchuri's I forgot what it was called, Kempopo or something like that. Basically, the effects of her devil fruit, the ability she's been using, where she takes the blood of a marine and then turns it into her devil fruit ability, so she can heal others. We find out that the drawback to that ability is that it makes the marines or whoever uses it to fall unconscious, basically. And we also find that on the other side we have Leo. He's been stitching up the marine battleships. So basically, the Tontata have been laying down the works for the Straw Hats and Law to escape without no problems whatsoever, because we see Leo and he stitched up all the warships and they can't undo the stitching. So those warships have been rendered useless. Marines have been rendered useless, unconscious, whatever. All they need to do now is wait for Luffy and Law and then go. At the end of the chapter, we see Luffy has come back now, and Bartolomeo is basically just telling him because Fujitora is on their doorstep, and so far Bartolomeo has been able to render off Fujitora with his barrier no Mi. But when Luffy gets there, Bartolomeo is basically telling him, just run, go on the ship, let's run, let's go. And then Luffy's like, no, I'm not running. I kicked that habit 2 years ago. I don't care who it is, Admiral, Yonko, whoever. If they're in my way, I'm fighting, I'm kicking, I'm beating them up, and then I'm gonna go do what I'm gonna have to do. And to that, I gotta say, well done, Luffy. You've matured, you've grown up. I know some people think, Luffy's still not serious, but seeing that if that doesn't prove to you that Luffy is serious about what he's got to do to become king of the pirates, then I don't know what will make you think that. I don't think that Luffy can beat Fujitora at this point. I don't think he's strong enough. Plus, I don't think he's fully recovered from his fight with Don Flamingo. So I don't know what's going to happen. What should happen is that Luffy gets in a couple hits and just makes it so that he can get past Fujitora and they go. But I don't know what's going to happen there. What else happened in the chapter? We see that how Fujitora is in the middle of doing something very devastating. And why I think it is very devastating is because we see he's collecting a whole lot of rubble from just all over Dressrosa. He's bringing it up into the air. The attack looks like it's going to cover a mass area. What I also think is very devastating is because Maynard he hollers at his Marines and he just tells them, we no longer need support in the East Harbour. And he basically tells all the Marines just to clear the area. This, to me, adds to the fact that this attack is going to be very devastating, because it shows that how maybe Fujitora doesn't have no control over it, or very little control over it. And so just to avoid casualties on both sides, because he's not going to want that, he wants the Marines to clear the area so he can just concentrate on attacking and not worry about hurting anybody on the Marine side of things. The last bit I'm going to talk about is how we have Law and Sengoku did meet, and the reason why they did meet is because they were both close to Corazon, the second Corazon, Don Flamingo's brother, and they're the only two people. They're the only two that can, they each of them only have the other to talk to about him, because those two were close to Corazon as well. So they had a little just remembering of Corazon and just a little bit of grieving with each other. And during this conversation, Sengoku says some important things. One of the important things he says is that how Corazon didn't just save you because you're a D. So Law, you need to stop thinking this way. And the other thing that he said that I want to mention is that how Law asks Sengoku, do you know about the D? And to this Sengoku says, I can't say. So I'm thinking, yes you do. Sengoku, you know something about this D. Tell us about the D. Like, stop it. Just tell us about the D. We want to know about the D. Let's talk about the D, not this D. But yeah, that's all that happened there, really. And then Law hops back. He's back with the others for the last bit of the chapter, which I've already spoken about. I think that this chapter was slightly better than usual, simply because we see that Luffy has matured. I was not expecting that at all. I was expecting the usual, oh my gosh, Marines run. But we're not getting that now, and it looks like those times are over. So I'm going to be giving this chapter a 3.5-star rating. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.